first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Get this up to the 30-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Wentz now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 67 yards.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, net. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 66 yards. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. He went all the way into the end zone. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And he'll find Pittman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Blankenship's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like touchdown.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. Touchdown, Colts. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wentz now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Draw play. This is Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on here.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. To throw again on second down. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On third down, Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch. Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. The 20. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened? So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you? Right, but I'm a bad writer. I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong,
and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a dump off here complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Wentz on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Deion Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, 32 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
On first down, Logan. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Logan, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
touchdown on the inside handoff.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
What a play.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
T.J. Logan, 68 yards. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Hines.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. Wentz. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Escaping the pressure right. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wentz. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you...
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And they're moving on to the conference...